welcome to the Not For Nothing podcast. I am your host, Sarah El Sayed, sometimes known as at How Can I Help You, the letter U. And I'm joined with
Natasha. You can find me on the internet at Natasha PRZ or some of my work at Pussyweed.
All right, what are we talking to these cuties about today, these cute little cherubs?
I was curious. You know, we talk a lot about like celebrities and cannabis, but who would be your ultimate celeb blunt rotation?
Okay, first I want to set some ground rules.
Okay.
I'm going to consider...
because you're so chill.
Yeah, I'm so chill and everything is so cool and easy going with me.
So here are the rules to chilling.
All right. 1, I want this to be opened up to living and dead.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Obviously.
Okay.
Are we ever truly dead or alive?
True. Okay. I want to open this up to people who... I don't want to just consider people who I know smoke weed.
Yeah.
I want to open this up to people who I don't know if they do or don't, but I still want them there for the vibes.
Do you think anybody truly doesn't? Let's be real.
I do think there's a lot of narcs in Hollywood.
Wow, narcs in Hollywood. Well. Okay, so who are they?
Amy Winehouse.
Okay.
Is my number one. She comes in hot as number one for me all the time. My kindred spirit.
You know, I really hate smoking with musicians because I feel like they always feel the need to like either start singing or like start taking out their instrument. And I'm like, you don't see me like whipping out Photoshop.
You do though. You'll be like editing a video on your phone thinking that's totally chill and normal.
Yeah, but I'm not like, oh, let me screen mirror this so that everybody can watch the video I'm editing.
Problem.
Yeah, like, cool, I get you're working on a song, but like it's not ready yet and I don't want to hear it.
I don't think all musicians are like that.
I think they are.
Well, I think when you're hanging out at the studio, that's allowed.
Obviously,
if you're seshing with a musician at their studio,
that's a professional situation. I just feel like when you're at home or in their home and they're like, oh, can I play you something I'm working on?
I hate that. I don't want that.
I'm like, actually, no.
Nope. But I do think you are the type of person who doesn't want people around you to enjoy music. I feel the judgment if I'm singing along to something. You don't want to hear it.
Okay, this is my most toxic memory of like this new life of moving to LA.
Mm-hmm.
I went on this date with this guy and he's asking me like, oh, what kind of music do you listen to? And I straight up responded, silence.
That must have been so nice.
That
like, must have been a real conversation booster.
But
he was probably like, yeah, this makes me want to tell you a story. Your preference, your listening preference is not.
But then I followed up with like, you know, I'm just at a really weird part of my life right now where I'm like working a lot and I'm on like calls from like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I can't really listen to music.
I guess that's the alternative to saying the truth, which is...
emo music.
Yeah, I'm a podcaster now, so I kind of stopped with the whole music thing.
No, but it's also
embarrassing.
Like, half the music I listen to, I feel like people would just be like worried for me.
You know, it doesn't worry me. I am curious of how the repetition hasn't gotten to you yet.
What repetition?
You've been listening to emo scene music since the emo scene era with no breaks in between.
No, there's been breaks.
There has been.
The emo return is like a 2-year thing.
Oh, so this is just you returning to homeostasis.
Yeah, I was deep into like the EDM scene for a while.
I do forget that you had a past life in electronic.
I was like a little rave baby and like not sleeping and taking a lot of vitamins and you know, just listening to like really kind of, I guess, emo electronic music.
Wow. I don't even know what what goes into that category.
Yeah, wait for the drop.
This is crazy. I don't think we could have come from different backgrounds. Like the intersection of me and Natasha's musical interests is like Fleet Foxes.
I don't even like the Fleet Foxes.
You don't?
No.
Wow, they play quite a bit in your car.
Yeah, because you're here.
You're playing that for me?
Yeah.
You think that's my musical interest? Are you doing me a favor?
It's like, I thought we could like bond on it.
We do bond over it, but it's like,
But I was more of like a Simple Plan, like definitely My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. I am
The Used.
firmly not pop punk. The Used is not pop punk, but
No, I like The
neither
Used.
is My Chemical Romance. Well,
I liked
kind
Death
of.
Cab for Cutie until I found out recently about the guy.
I don't even know. I'm not hip.
Yeah, he's like apparently not cool. Like most of like the band members are like gone and it's just him, and he's actually low-key potentially a rapist, I think.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of like bands that played at Warped Tour had like underage girl rapist allegations. Like, I don't know. Music culture it could be very problematic.
And it was also kind of like predatory in general in the way that it was marketed, because it was all these like sad soft boys who were
Aggressors.
but also were not in our age groups, yet
Yep.
we were all like, I'm so hurt and I'm 16 and you just like understand me. But low key, these people are like 25. Like we should not be at all like.
Do you think they were weaponizing their pain?
To get girls to sleep with them?
Yeah.
100%.
Wow, that's scary.
I bet they're not real emos.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a concept.
You heard it here first.
Wow. I never thought about that.
Performative emos.
Wow. I've aired on the angry side of music rather than the hurt side. You know?
Yeah.
Like when I was young, was into punk music. And like there were no punks left at this point.
Yeah.
Like I was like
I'm like, that was a weird era to be into punk music.
Yeah,
but
there
okay.
were like 3 of us total
Yeah.
in my like high school of like 4,500 kids.
Yeah.
But like, and then I did have a harder side, like that would listen to like System of a Down. And that's where the emo heavy crossover happened.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, yeah, I did go to Warped Tour one year.
I never went.
You didn't miss much.
I really wanted to.
I'm glad you stayed hydrated. It was like impossible to like
Yeah.
keep it together after being in the sun all day at like, where was it? Long Island?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that era's over. I will never be at a music festival again. First of all, I feel like a predator because I think I'm too old to be around
Yeah.
other people at music. I'm like, everybody around me. I went to Gov Ball one year, like maybe 8 or 9 years ago at this point, and I was like, I'm too old to be here.
I was a religious Gov Ball goer until
Were you?
I was maybe like 22 and then felt way too old to be there.
Exactly. It was like 22, 21. Yeah. And I was just like, most people here are 16.
But I used to have a good time going in high school and stuff. It was cool.
I didn't go back then. I only went once. It was pretty cool though. The show is great. The audience, too young.
It's just New Yorkers aren't festival people.
We're not.
So it's actually unpleasant to be around them in a festival setting.
So true. So true.
But yeah, I don't think I have it in me to go to festivals anymore and to be like in crowds that big. And, you know, we're in our healing era.
Yeah, we are. I said my celebrity dream blunt rotation, Amy Winehouse. Who would be there for yours? No musicians?
No.
Politicians?
Okay, this would be the most hilarious combo. I would love to get Ruth Bader Ginsburg with Jack Harlow.
Okay, I see. Are you pitching this almost like a Snoop and Martha situation? Like, you know how everybody's
both
pairing
are
them
sober.
together? Oh, Jack Harlow is sober.
Mm-hmm.
Like sober. Like not Cali sober, like sober.
Like I don't think ever consumed anything.
Wow.
Like I think lives a pretty straight edge life.
So I'm a person who doesn't know anything about Jack Harlow. Like he's never been on my radar in my life.
He's so funny, like digitally. I feel he's just like overly flirty. And I just feel like Ruth Bader Ginsburg would just like eat him to pieces. But then he's also kind of a feminist. It's just, he's really the epitome of the like Gen Z soft boy, like rapper white guy. And then she's just the most incredible human to ever touch this earth.
Yeah. Okay. I think I would like to have like
What's that?
I don't know, maybe we should talk about Nightmare blunt rotation. You know who's in mine?
Who?
Armie Hammer.
I don't think I know who that is.
He's the one that was like kind of like a cannibal. Yeah, Armie Hammer, Nightmare blunt rotation. I was thinking Hunter Biden. Also, Nightmare blunt rotation. I just feel like it would be a lot.
A lot of trauma dumping.
Yeah, like a lot.
Talking about sobriety, like.
Right. Yeah, like I just no thank you. Also just like a bit unhinged still. You know? I think DJ Khaled would also be in my Nightmare blunt rotation.
Drake would get so high and be like, just annoying.
Yeah, I feel like
he would be ultimate guy to be like, yo, I'm working on something.
Yeah, he would play his music for you.
Like, can I show you something that I'm working on?
You know what? I think I don't want to smoke with musicians anymore. I think you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I really don't. I know everybody wants
comedians. Okay.
I love smoking with comedians.
Sometimes.
That's the best group of people to smoke with.
Yeah.
I don't want to do psychedelics with them though.
No.
Like, I don't want to hear your bit while I'm tripping.
But it depends on the comedians. I feel like I was part of this like group or followed a lot of comedians in New York for a while that were specifically like, it was like a lot of like queer trauma jumping, which was like all very funny, but like incredibly introspective.
Okay. And like, it was like you're at the Moth.
Like, exactly.
You're like, it was the Moth. That is too funny. Oh my God. Like, I didn't know that about her, by the way. Like, I've never known that. You explained it very well, I guess. Oh my God.
My stomach hurts.
This fucking NPR Headass.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. All right. So, all right, listen. Munchies, 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Same. Like, I'm not much of a 7-Eleven specific girl. Like, I would say I go to 7-Eleven once a year.
Yeah, but it's the LA bodega.
Okay. What's your order? What do you usually get from there?
I always get either a Diet Coke or a unflavored sparkling water, club soda, seltzer, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And then maybe some sort of like Twix.
Twix is a good chocolate bar choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would go sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going the opposite. I'm doing the third thing.
What is it?
I'm not going sweet or salty. I'm going sour.
Oh.
I'm going sour, baby. I would get a Liquid Death.
Yeah.
Sparkling. With sour candy. Either sour straws, sour Why are you laughing? That's messed up. I saw your face change. I didn't even notice what happened. Straws. I hate you. Yeah. I'm doing the SS or I'm going for sour candy. Yeah. But I will also like my next option would be to go savory. I'm hardly ever going sweet in life.
It depends. If I'm at like a New York bodega, very different order. Then I'm getting like a hot sandwich.
Oh yeah, like if we're talking like meal from a bodega.
No, but it's not even meal. Like
you're like, this is a snack.
Like I'm
a snackatizer.
A bacon, egg, and cheese is not a meal.
A
chicken cutlet sandwich? Not really a meal.
Is there a cutoff time for you personally to order eggs?
No.
Egg and cheese?
No.
So you'd eat one at 2 a.m.
A bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about at like 3 p.m.?
It depends. Like if I woke up at 2 p.m. like hungover.
Let's say you've been up for hours, but you haven't eaten.
Yeah, and I'm like craving my first meal of the day to be a bacon, egg, and cheese, but it so happens to be 3 p.m.
Yeah, you've been up since 10.
I'll still do it.
Okay. Respect.
But like eggs aren't my favorite thing. So like I love having my favorite bodega sandwich is the chicken cutlet sandwich with just like cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, mayo, all the shit. Or chopped cheese.
Oh, nice.
But chopped cheese, you need to like plan your day to make sure you're near a bathroom at least in the next like few hours.
Wow, I didn't know the power of chopped meat.
Yeah.
For your bowels, I mean.
For my bowels. I think me specifically. It's mostly the cheese and the mayo and all that because the lactose.
Got you.
But
for those who don't know, Natasha is lactose intolerant in denial. And yeah, she does make good choices in terms of buying like Lactaid for the house and like having packets around, but like makes no discernible difference with her diet at all to accommodate for this, other than just replacing milk with the lactose-free version.
It's too good.
Respect. You have my high respects. All right. I'm like the type, like, you know how I said if I wake up after like a guy sleeps over?
Yeah.
I want to be taken to go get a coffee in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
One other like Sunday or like weekend activity that I love to do is to go to the bakery. What are you laughing about?
Say coffee one more time.
What did I say? I'm so done with this. It's not even right.
Coffee.
I didn't even say that. Anyway, I go to the bakery, all right? I don't know if there's a difference here. Like when I say bakery, do you think Jewish bakery?
Are there any other types of bakeries?
Yeah, there's Italian bakeries.
Oh, shit. We need to have this conversation another time, I think, though. Growing up, I always thought those were, because at my synagogue, they used to have like rainbow cookies and like, you know, shortbread Italian cookies, like wedding cookies. And I always thought those were Jewish cookies. And then recently found out they're Italian. That. And I was like, wait, this is where they were buying all this stuff. It just so happened.
So you thought that they were the same thing. You didn't see a difference between Jewish and Italian bakeries.
Yeah.
Wow. So like, what's your order at the Jewish Italian bakery hybrid?
I love rainbow cookies.
In my top 3.
They're so good.
They're in my top 3.
But the rainbow cookie needs to be like...
So you don't call it a 7-layer cookie?
No, rainbow cookie.
Interesting.
Is that 7-layer for you?
Both. I say both interchangeably.
I like when the top layer, the chocolate has been, what's it called?
Waved?
No, like when it's been prepared in the way that like when it now is hardening, it's going to have a crunch.
Okay.
What is that called in like chocolate pastry?
Oh, I don't know.
I forget. There's
I'm
like
very much a home
tapered
cook.
chocolate.
Mm.
So I like when the chocolate on top is not like fudgy, but it actually has like a nice crunch.
Okay.
To like contrast with the marzipan, like
marzipan.
No, not marzipan.
Jelly.
No, it's what's it called? It's fucking like almond flour.
Oh, almond paste.
Almond paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which is marzipan, no?
Well, yeah, it's both. I guess you're right. It is almond paste, but I think of marzipan like as already shaped into fruits.
But no, the almond paste is kind of mushy, and so you want a nice crunch.
Okay, I love that. I do like that.
What's your favorite cookie?
Well, to go back to tricolor cookies, I think tricolor, that's another thing.
No, it's rainbow.
Wow, that's crazy. I refer to them 3 ways, I guess. Tricolor cookies, the chocolate should be dark chocolate, in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
I'm not with the milk chocolate bullshit.
No.
Also, I'm sorry to those who use fig.
Ew, what? No, it needs to be raspberry
and
jam.
Apricot.
It needs to be raspberry.
You cannot. It must be raspberry.
It needs to be raspberry.
In full agreement with you. I'm like, there's nothing that makes me more upset.
And I would rather they go less hard on the dye and it being less of a rainbow.
Yes.
Than harder.
And we return again.
Yeah. Like, I get it. They can be slightly different colors. You don't need to put the full bottle of dye. Like, it doesn't need to be a neon cookie.
I also would argue that they don't need to be red, green, and white.
Like, it could be any color. But they're the Italian flag.
Exactly. Respect to my Italians. But, like, I think that you can alternate if you're having fun. I think a fun Mardi Gras moment could be purple, green, gold.
Yeah.
Cute.
You should do the pride flag just to fuck them up and annoy
There
them.
are some brands that do.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so that's in my top 3 in my bakery order. If I was to throw a bread in there, it would be an olive bread.
Love olive bread.
I love olive bread.
Love olive bread.
So good.
Yeah, delicious.
So good.
Black olives or green olives?
Both.
Yeah, both are delicious.
Both.
But green tends to be a little tastier.
In a loaf, I was going to say black.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
But both are delicious.
Both are so good. And I'm going to say that my it's tough. I have two that I want to get in here if we're including bread.
Okay.
A cannoli. Every time. I'm taking a cannoli every time.
No, I hate cannolis.
I would say that comes before a tricolor cookie for me.
That's disgusting.
No,
but
it's not.
I hate cream.
I hate Boston cream.
I hate all cream. The
Terrible.
Consistency, not a fan, and so I don't like the cannoli
But
concept.
it's basically cheese.
Yeah.
You got to think about it like cheese.
No, I'm not a big, but I do love cheesecake.
Weird.
Have you ever been to Venero's in New York?
Of course.
Yeah, their cheesecake is so good.
Venero's was where we got
is
our
that how you say
birthday.
Venero's?
Venero's. We got our birthday cake there every year.
My ex and I, that was like our go-to spot, like when we were really baked and wanted it's cold in New York and you want just some cake and coffee. When
you buy cheesecake, do you just keep it in the oven? No, her mom doesn't think cheesecakes expire.
Cheesecake goes in the fridge.
Thank you.
But also,
thank you for finally getting it right.
If any cheesecake made it home, you failed.
True, I agree. You finished the cheesecake.
You finished your fucking cheesecake.
Okay, so, and last but not least, what I get from the bakery.
Yeah.
And this is the only opinion of mine that might be controversial to others. Lace cookies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I cannot express the amount of love my family has for lace cookies.
No way!
Which are also Jewish.
Are they Jewish?
Because during Passover, you
they're
cannot...
Italian cookies!
During Passover, you can't have any flour and leaven stuff. And so they make kosher lace cookies all the time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're obsessed in my family. It's basically drizzled caramel on chocolate on drizzled caramel.
Caramel. All right, so I never knew that, first of all.
I don't know. Is it not caramel?
I don't know.
It just seems like it would be.
I know it's not. It doesn't rise. There's no yeast.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's just caramel.
I literally have no idea what it is, but
it's... The Nutella ones? The chocolate ones?
Yeah, when there's a little bit of nuts on it. Love lace cookies.
Okay, so yeah, that's my bakery order.
Wow, love lace cookies.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I was talking to my friend about these the other day, and they didn't know what I was talking about. You know they're shaped like little men, like little stick figures?
Yeah.
With the chocolate
inside.
The
gingerbread men, the chocolate ginger men.
But they're shortbread, kind of.
They are shortbread. And the chocolate is thick.
Mm-hmm. And it's a thick bite.
Yeah, it's like Oreo kind of, the sandwich.
It's maybe this... thick
tall.
Total, yeah, as a cookie, maybe this.
That's very thick.
No, maybe
you're bugged out.
Yeah, maybe this.
You're bugged the fuck
I haven't
out.
had one in a minute.
She's it's stacked like an ice cream sandwich.
But those were. I used to love those growing up.
Do you ever get pizza from the bakery?
No.
If the bakery has pizza, I'm getting it.
But is it in the? Where do they keep it?
It's out because it's for sale.
But so
where do you think they put cakes? They're all fridges. All of it is fridges. Even out in a bakery is a fridge.
Not on top of the fridge.
No, it's not with the breads. It's in the case. We need a food safety specialist to come on our next episode. And then you're gonna get us all sick, dude.
Where do you stand on croissants, which I'm butchering purposefully because I hate sounding like an asshole saying French words in French.
But you're a Frenchie. You just gotta say it.
No, it's okay.
Say it once for the people.
No, it's okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna get villainized for this.
Because Italians have a very specific type.
What is the type of Italian croissant?
The apricot jam stuffed ones.
Oh, I don't even know this. Full disclosure, I've also never been to Italy.
Yeah, this is my aunt is obsessed with Italian, and this from her town or whatever is apricot jam stuffed croissants.
Crazy. I am anti-croissant. I think they're inefficient. I don't know who has enough time, willpower, and self-control and poise to eat a croissant and not get it all over them.
Yeah. No, they have to get all over you.
I don't like that. I don't want it to be on me. There's too much butter for me to want it on my clothing.
I see.
There's also just too much flake for my personal palate.
Okay, so you're not a flaky gal.
No, not really. That's why I don't love baklava.
Yeah, don't love baklava either.
I don't need all that flake.
Yeah. But I do love a pistachio croissant.
Anything pistachio. Anything.
That is pretty tasty.
So it's like if I have the choice of having a pistachio croissant over a regular one, I'm choosing that. And if that's my only option. If not, I'm going savory. All right. If you like this podcast, please rate us 5 stars. Follow us at Not For Nothing. Follow us at Not For Nothing Pod on all channels. Follow me, Sarah, at How Can I Help You, the letter U.
And you can follow me at Natasha PRZ or Pussyweed with dots in between each letters.
Thanks again for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.